Hi everybody, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct and welcome to our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to give you a review and comparison of the top 4 travel-friendly off-road mobility scooters. Now these scooters are special because they come apart into 5 or 6 lightweight pieces and they're rugged enough to go off-road. Now make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because we're going to teach you a couple of different things that you're not going to want to miss out on. We're going to do a torture test on a really steep incline, and I'm going to tell you how you can win a free mobility scooter. We give them away once a month and you're not going to want to miss out on that. So stay tuned till the end. Now, starting from my left, your right, we have the Baja Bandit. Then we have the Revo 2.0. by Pride Mobility. It's available in a 3 and a 4-wheel configuration. We also have the Buzzaround LX by Golden Technologies, also available in a 4-wheel. We have the 3-wheel, and last but not least, all the way to my right, your left, we have the Buzzaround LX. That's in a 4-wheel, but it is available in a 3-wheel as well. They're all available in a 3 and a 4-wheel except the Baja Bandit. That's the only one that's currently only available in a 4-wheel configuration. Now, before we get too far into this video, I do need to take the time to tell you about our free product catalog. If you want a copy, it's super easy to get a hold of one. It's got discount codes in it and our latest products. Go to our website, mobilitydirect.com, click on the green button that says free catalog. Just fill out the simple short form. You'll need your mailing address and we'll send one to you within 1 to 2 weeks tops. You could also just call the number below, speak with one of our friendly non-commissioned sales experts, give them your address, tell them you want a catalog, and you'll get one pretty soon. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into things. Let's start off with the Baja Bandit. Now, we don't post prices on our videos because prices change over time. If you want a quote on any of these models, give us a call, but I will tell you that the Baja Bandit is going to be the most expensive. It's also going to be the most feature-rich and the best when it comes to going off-road, speed. It's got a powerful motor, full suspension, and it's going to have the most powerful light system I've seen on pretty much any scooter. It's got super powerful LED headlights on the front, and it's the only one that's currently being offered with a lithium battery pack. So lithium batteries last a lot longer. They can go anywhere from 3 to 5 years without needing to replace them, whereas traditional sealed lead acid batteries like the Buzzarounds and the Revo behind me, they need to be replaced about every 2 to 3 years at most, depending on how long you use it. Something else that makes the Baja Bandit special is that it has a seat suspension on it in addition to the coils that it has. So the seat itself has a suspension system, which is pretty awesome, and it gives you a super smooth ride when going off-road. Again, you also have the suspension coils on the frame for each of the wheels, and something else that's really unique is the tilting feature here. You can use your foot. You don't have to bend down and toy with anything like the other models. You can put your foot here, push that forward, and it allows you to tilt the handlebar closer to you or further away from you depending on how far your hands go. So it's got a pretty neat comfort adjustment feature. You don't need to reach down low like the other models to loosen a knob, then adjust the tilting angle and retighten. That's an awesome feature about the Baja Bandit. Now, aside from that, like I said, it's gonna be the fastest model, topping out at 8 miles per hour, and it's gonna have more comfort adjustment features when it comes to the armrests. They're actually flip up, height adjustable, width adjustable, and they can just be removed completely. Now, you can rotate the seat 360 degrees, and it has a seat slider feature, which allows you to bring the seat closer to the handlebars or further away. And this is the only model out of the 4 that has the seat slider feature to go forward and backward. Now, if you go with the upgraded battery on this model, you can get up to 29 miles, which is the best travel range spec out of any of these 4 models. So if you have the money and you want to get the best of the best in terms of speed, travel range, suspension, lighting, all the bells and whistles, the Baja Bandit's gonna take the lead when it comes to having the most amount of features and being the most powerful for off-road. Now, some of the cons are that it's gonna be the heaviest when it comes to the heaviest piece. All of these scooters break down into 5 or 6 pieces, and we have in-depth review videos for each one. So I'll show you what it's like to take this one apart But for the rest of them, I'm gonna tell you what makes it good, what makes it bad. And if you really wanna learn all about each scooter, check the review video. So I'm gonna put the link to the review video at the top right-hand corner where it says Baja Bandit review. You can click on that and see a full-length video to learn all about this model. But again, it's gonna be the most expensive, that's one of the cons. It's gonna be one of the heaviest, so if you need to put it in the trunk of your SUV or your car, it's gonna require some muscle, possibly 2 people. So the heaviest piece on this model is 71 pounds, and that definitely is gonna be heavy for most people. Now, something that's awesome about this scooter are the color choices. Most of the other scooters come in a traditional red or a blue, and the Revo has a gray, but this has like a sage green and a desert sand color, which also you can see on this model here, the rims match the color of the base. So in my opinion, this is the coolest looking option. So let's go ahead and move on. Now this again is made by Baja, which is basically a brand under the Pride Mobility manufacturing umbrella. Just like the Revo 2.0, this is more of a medical grade scooter, very similar to the Bandit. However, it's only gonna go 5 miles per hour. It's not gonna have lithium batteries. It's not gonna have as many of the features like the high output LED light kit. It does have the height adjustable with adjustable flip up armrests. You can rotate the seat, but it will not slide forward and backwards. So there are some trade-offs, but mainly the Revo 2.0 is gonna be good for someone that's a little bit older. It's gonna be safer. You're not gonna have to worry about them taking off full speed and tipping it over because it's rated at 5 miles per hour. It has the automatic brakes. They all have automatic brakes, but you don't really have to worry about using a supplemental brake handle like the Bandit. It has a supplemental disc brake. This one does not. As soon as you let go of the throttle, which by the way, all of these scooters for the most part except the Bandit, you can use your left or your right hand. It only takes one hand to control the forward and reverse function. On the Bandit, you have to use your right hand. So going back to the cons of the Bandit, you have to be right-handed to use the throttle. Whether you're going forward, you pull back, or if you're going backwards, you push forward, and the unit's gonna go forward and back. The brake system is automatic. However, you can use this to slow down even quicker if you're going full speed, 8 miles per hour. Whereas on the Revo 2.0, you've got, as you can see, kind of like a teeter-totter system. So you can go forward or back with one hand or the other. One-handed use. Now remember folks, we have an in-depth review video for every model, including the Revo. So click on the little link at the top corner that says Revo 2.0 review, and you'll see a full-length video talking about everything about the Revo. Now, because we're showing you the 3-wheel version, I do want to tell you what makes the 3-wheel versions better. It's going to be the turning radius. You also have more foot space on the 3-wheel version because you don't have the big wheel wells that the 4-wheel versions have. So you can put your feet up further up on the foot deck around the middle part of the steering column that comes up from the base. So if you have big shoes, big feet like me, and your legs are longer, the 3-wheel version is going to be a little more comfortable for you. If you're taller, in general, the 3-wheel versions are better, and they're going to turn sharper as well. You've pretty much got the same set of features. They both have USB charging ports to charge your cell phone with. They do have lights. However, the light on this is not really impressive compared to the Baja Bandit. They are both going to have full suspension. The Revo does not have the suspension on the seat, but it does have suspension coils on the front and the back to give you a smooth ride. I'll tell you, depending on your weight, the Revo does not perform as well as the other models on hills and on grass unless it's really flat, well-maintained golf course style grass. It can go on grass if you're lower on the weight factor side. This can handle up to 400 pounds, just like the Baja Bandit. But if you're close to that maximum weight capacity, I've seen this not perform very well on grass. And remember to stay tuned to the end because we're going to torture test all of these on grass on a steep incline to see how they all perform essentially. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. And that's the Revo 2.0. Again, this breaks down into 6 lightweight pieces, sealed lead acid batteries, and the heaviest piece on this model is going to be 48 pounds. So something else that's going to hinder its performance off-road is the fact that it only has a 1.5-inch ground clearance, and that's going to be because of these anti-tip wheels in the back, so it's not going to have the clearance needed to go over really rough and tall grass. It's also going to have a hard time going over some speed bumps if they're over 1.5 inches. Now, just like all of these models, the seat options go up to 20 inches wide. You've got a few different seat options, but the largest is going to be a 20-inch wide seat. It's pretty comfortable. They're all pretty comparable. I would say that as we go on to the Buzzaround series, the seats on those are a little more comfy. Now, the travel range on the Revo is going to come in at the lowest out of all four, 17 miles, whereas the Bandit had up to 29 miles, depending on if you get the upgraded battery, and the others have about 18 miles. So this is gonna have the lowest rating for the travel range on a full battery. Now, we were talking about the tilt adjust feature on the Bandit being superior, and we talked about a rotation knob. This is what I'm talking about here. If you want to tilt the angle of the tiller assembly, you have to bend down, reach up for this knob, loosen it, adjust the tilting angle to your desired position, and then retighten. Whereas on the Bandit, there's a foot kind of pedal that you would use to release it, and it makes it a lot more convenient. You don't have to bend down. Short of that, they're all going to be very comparable when it comes to the top speed, 5 miles per hour on these three, 8 miles per hour on that one like I talked about. They're all going to be in the ballpark of either 350 to 400 pound weight capacity. These two have a 400 pound weight capacity, and overall they're all going to have a lot of similar features. One thing that the Revo doesn't have is the bumper guard kit that you see on the front of the Bandit and the Buzzaround Extreme, which we're going to talk about now. So the Buzzaround Extreme, you can get a bumper guard kit, which is really nice. It's going to protect your body panels and basically just overall protect your scooter, your tires, your suspension. It is a paid upgrade on the Buzzaround Extreme. On the Bandit, it comes with it. Now, the Buzzaround Extreme has a 350 pound weight capacity. It's a little bit smaller than the other models. So because it has a 350 pound weight capacity, it's gonna be a little bit lighter than the rest of them, which have a 400 pound weight capacity. The heaviest piece on the Buzzaround Extreme is going to be 46 pounds. And that's gonna be the front part with the platform. Taking it apart is super easy, and we're throwing that on the screen now. Again, we do have that in-depth review video, which I'll throw in the top corner of the screen right now. It says Buzzaround EX review video. So if you really want to learn all about this model, check it out. We've taken this thing fishing, we've taken it off-road, we've done a lot with this model, and it's personally one of my favorite. It's also going to be the most affordable option out of all of them. So if you want something that's going to give you a really good bang for your buck, this is it. It's going to be able to perform off-road. It handles inclines, handles dirt, gravel, grass like a champ. And it comes in at a price point that's not going to break the bank. Speaking of price point, I want to mention that every single one of these models comes with an excellent warranty. These are made by manufacturing companies and brands that are really well known, that have been around for over 50 years. In fact, Pride Mobility and Golden Technologies are so confident in their products that they even include a 1-year in-home repair contract in addition to that industry-leading parts warranty. What does that mean? Well, if you need a new part and it's replaced under warranty, they're not just going to send you a part and expect you to replace the part. They're going to send a technician to your home to replace that warranty-approved part. So you don't need to go anywhere. And it's a nationwide thing. Even if you're not in our local area, you can order one online, tax-free, free shipping on our website, and you're gonna be able to get service for that first year included for free as long as your warranty claim is approved. After that year, you could still call us and we'll use that same network of technicians to come fix your unit, but it will need to be a paid service visit instead of one that's covered by that 1-year free service agreement. Keep that in mind, folks. You usually want to buy a mobility scooter that's made by a dependable brand that offers a good warranty and a good service agreement. Golden Technologies, Pride Mobility, Baja, they're really well known and they're great brands. Whatever model you're buying, if they're made by Pride or Golden, you can't go wrong. A few other things about the Buzzaround Extreme is it comes with a free cell phone holder, and it's going to have front and rear suspension, a light kit, and it's going to have a free accessory that comes with all the Buzzaround scooters, which is a visibility safety flag. Now, obviously, that's not going to make or break the decision for most people, but I do want to point out that the Buzzaround scooters do come with a bunch of free accessories. And the Buzzaround EX happens to be one of our top-selling mid-size scooters of 2022 and 2023. I highly recommend it if you want something that's affordable and that's going to last you a really, really long time. Let's move on to the last, but certainly not the least of the four. This is the bigger brother or bigger sister of the Buzzaround Extreme. This is the Buzzaround LX, which basically means it's the luxury version. Now, this is the newest upgrade to the model. This is a version update that has been made, and now every single LX is gonna come with this fancy high back folding seat. You can see the diamond stitching there. It's super comfortable, and it is going to be available on the LX for any future sales or purchases. In the past, it had a seat that was a little bit different, not as luxury. Also, the Buzzaround EX is going to have the same seat going forward. So if you purchase a Buzzaround EX after the time of this video, you can expect to get the luxury seat on that as well. Now, as far as the Buzzaround LX, what makes it unique compared to the EX, it's a couple things. Number one, this has a 375 pound weight capacity, whereas that has a 350. Has a little bit more power on the motor, and it's going to have a tilt adjust feature on the steering assembly. Just like the Bandit, you don't need to bend down to tilt adjust the tiller assembly. There's a little lever right here that you pull up on the right side, and you could just pull up, adjust the tilting angle, and then let go, and it's locked into place. You don't need to bend down, and that's convenient. Now, this model, I think, is personally going to be great if you need something convenient. You don't need to bend down. It's safe, 5 mph top speed. It is a little bit more expensive compared to the EX and the Revo, but it's worth it. It also comes with that USB charging port. The Buzzaround EX does not. So if you need to charge your cell phone on the go, which is super awesome, especially when you're going on those all-day trips to the theme parks, this is going to be the model. Now, if you want to learn more about this model, click on the link at the top corner of the screen where it says Buzzaround LX Review. We have a full in-depth review video to learn all about this model. So again, folks, just to recap, these are going to be the top 4 options when it comes to being able to transport them in a car easily. They break down, and they're going to be able to perform pretty well on grass, gravel, dirt, etc. They all have 9-inch tires. Aside from the Revo, where on the front it's going to have an 8-inch tire, but the rear are 9 inches. If I didn't go over anything, it's because they all have pretty much the same specs, like the tire size. I didn't really go over that because they all have 9-inch tires. Now, we do have an awesome feature on our website. You can compare each product spec by spec. And all you got to do, I'm going to throw it on the screen. You go to our website, you look for each model, you click the Add to Compare button, and it's going to put them on like a spreadsheet style layout where you can see the specs right next to each other for every single model, including the price. So I highly recommend you do that if you're shopping around, so you can really see the pros and the cons for each model. All right, folks, so I want to close this video before we get into the final scene, which you're not going to want to miss out on, by telling you this. Each and every single one of these models are on sale. If you mention this video, you're going to get a discount code, tax-free, free shipping like always. So give us a call. Our non-commissioned sales experts are super friendly. They want to hear from you. And if you have a question that we didn't cover in this video, put it in the comment section below. We reply to every comment within 1 business day. One other thing I want to mention is that our YouTube channel is the industry's leading YouTube channel. We have videos where we take every single one of these models to the grocery store, to the theme parks in Orlando, Florida. We take them fishing. We show you how to replace parts, how to do diagnostic repairs, troubleshooting, everything. And it's all organized by playlists for repairs, unboxing and assembly, in-depth reviews, experience videos like going grocery shopping and fishing. So check out our YouTube videos. You're not going to want to miss them. It's awesome. It's got tons of entertainment, education, and more. So with that being said, let's do the final torture test here. All right, folks. So some of you may know the famous Uncle Chuck. He is oftentimes our cameraman, and he's just the best here at Mobility Direct. He does it all. He wears many hats. Now, he's gonna hold the camera, but I wanted to show you what we're doing. We've got this steep hill here. It's untamed grass. We're gonna take each one of these scooters and see which one does the best, which one makes it up the hill the furthest. Let's do it. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and get started with this incline test. Now, I've got the Buzzaround LX 4-wheel. I'm gonna go straight ahead and see how far up this hill it makes it. I'm in full speed. Don't try this at home. These scooters are not rated for hills that are this steep. It could void your warranty, but dang, this scooter is pushing and it is moseying along. Wow, that made it pretty far. I am actually pretty impressed with that. So I'm gonna leave it right here. It made it up pretty far. It's got probably the most powerful motor, I think, out of the Buzzaround series, definitely out of the Buzzaround series. Let's do the Buzzaround Extreme next. Now, if you own one of these scooters, I want to hear from you. Tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Ask a question. We want to hear from you, folks. This is the Buzzaround Extreme in the 3-wheel configuration. Let's see. It's going. It's going. Oh, it's doing pretty good. Oh, all right. Now, folks, keep in mind, I'm 210, maybe 220 during the holidays. I'm trying to work off that dad bod. I just had my first child. The lighter you are, the better they will perform. I also want to show you something. Come here. The bumper guard kit on the back creates a little bit of drag on this high grass. Without this, and on the 4-wheel version, the weight is distributed across 4 places instead of 3. It's going to perform a little bit better. Keep that in mind, folks. This test is not exactly a scientific, data-driven approach. I'm just showing you, and we're having some fun. Overall, these 2 scooters perform pretty well on inclines. All right, folks, so now we're gonna test out the Revo 2.0, and I'm willing to bet that it's not gonna perform as well as the others. Let's find out. Remember, weight is a factor. So we're going up here. Remember, the ground clearance on this is the worst, 1.5 inches. It's not going anywhere. Didn't go as far as the other 2 at all. Remember, that ground clearance, 1.5 inches, it's dragging a little bit on the grass. So that's probably why it's not doing as well. Let's go ahead and try the Baja Bandit. Now, the Baja Bandit is supposedly the fastest, the longest range, and it's made by Baja, which is supposed to be like a recreational, aggressive line of scooters by Pride. I mean, I would expect this one to perform the best, but we got to find out. Taking the Pepsi challenge. Let's go. Full steam ahead, boys. Yoo! Oh, okay, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Not bad, not bad. But it's a surprise to me to see that the Bandit was outperformed by the Buzzaround LX. Let me know what you think, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. It's been a long one. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Uncle Chuck, for playing cameraman today. And again, folks, I told you at the end of this video, if you wanted to learn how to win a free mobility scooter, we're giving them away left and right like hotcakes. All you gotta do to join our monthly giveaway is subscribe and leave a comment. That's it. It's that simple. So what are you waiting for, folks? Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below and you could be the next lucky winner, like some of the last few winners that you're seeing on the screen now. All they did was subscribed, commented. We replied to one of their comments randomly and said, hey, give us a call. You're the winner of our giveaway. And that could be you next time, folks. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Thank you so much for watching our videos and supporting our channel. We couldn't do it without you. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.
Wow! Take it real soon.